Hello, adventurers, and welcome. I'm Ray,
And I'm Reba.
and this is Black Mirror. It looks like the first attempt that we tried to record this, we didn't save it properly.
Oops.
So, yeah, so we're starting it over, but thankfully this part should go a lot quicker, because we actually know what we're doing. So, let's go ahead and start. Oh, but also, warning, we're both recording, and usually Reba is on pet duty, so there may be pet noises in the background, which include barking, meowing, skittering, and possible...
WWE style SmackDown.
Yes, and also possible dog dropping her little chew stick on the ground, and it makes a noise because floors. Anyways, let's begin the game. We're going to try to keep quiet during most of the cutscenes if we can.
I do have to point out, though, them graphics. This was like, what, early 2000?
2003.
2003? I should know, I've played this before.
Dear Sam, it was not easy for me to find fitting words for these first lines that I hope you are reading, as well as it was not easy to find out where you were living. I hope that my letter will reach your hands as soon as possible, as there is not much time left. Since your departure, I have contributed all my efforts and endless hours of sleepless nights looking for the truth about my family. I feel that I'm already very close to beholding its full face, and I am concerned that I might not have the strength to look at it alone. Therefore I am turning to you, Samuel, for I know that you will hear out my plea. In this envelope, you will find an ancient ring of our heritage. It is very important that you always have it with you. Take extraordinary care of it. Please return to Amana and help me. I know my time is closing in. I can feel it. I am afraid.
Insert Wilhelm scream here.
For some reason, I thought there was actually a Wilhelm screen there, but that was actually another game we played with someone else.
Yeah.
They were just like, wait a second.
Chapter 1.
And I don't know if it's just the quality of my monitor, but what I'm seeing in OBS and what I'm seeing on my actual screen, the quality of the graphics looks a lot better in my recording.
We jointly returned to Black Mirror.
We return to the future, if you will.
Seemed endless. No one spoke a single word. When our glances met, they were full of deep sorrow. It wasn't merely grief, however, that was in our eyes. It was also a certain alienation that Victoria and Robert felt towards me. My unexpected return after more than 12 years gave them the freedom to ask all kinds of unspoken questions.
I am truly sorry about what happened.
Thank you, Hines. I don't know what else I should say. William was everything to me, and now...
You need not say anything, Victoria. Today is a sad day for all of us. I think I will leave you alone now, if you will excuse me.
You don't have to go. You are a good friend to us, as you were to William.
I value your words, but I think I had better go now.
Please be our guest, I beg you.
I would be happy to, if that is your wish. I would like to skim through certain volumes in your library, if you would not mind that.
No, not at all.
Thank you. I will be in the library.
If you can't tell by his accent, I believe he was a
Bates, should
family
Hines need
psychiatrist.
anything, please be of help
Yes.
to him.
Of course, you can rely on that, madam.
I
Do
believe.
not want to
Oh,
sound harsh, but I think we should leave you alone.
You are empathic as usual, Robert. I want to be alone with my thoughts for a while.
That is quite understandable. Samuel, would you see me to my study?
Yes, gladly.
Oh, Samuel, please stay. I'd like a word with you.
I want to be alone, but please stay.
Certainly.
I want to be
Will you
alone.
excuse me, Robert?
Come back.
We will talk later.
I will be in my study.
Be und in study.
Samuel, tell me, have you returned to stay with us for good?
To tell the truth, I haven't decided yet. Give me some more time, please.
Don't forget, we are still your family. You are a Gordon, and you belong here just like all the other Gordons before you.
You're a dice grip.
I am well aware of that, but I need to put my thoughts in order. Perhaps then I'll be able to answer your question.
Oh well, I hoped you'd say yes. I'm not feeling well. Please excuse me now, Samuel.
Of course. I will go to my room.
Sir, I took the liberty to clean up your room. I believe you will be satisfied with the results. Here is the key. Your suitcase is already in the room.
Get uncomfortably close.
Thank you, Bates.
Alrighty.
Victoria wants me to stay. Maybe I should have promised I would, but I haven't made up my mind yet. Maybe later. Bates has readied my room. I should go have a look.
Okay, so if you didn't get it by that stupid little joke that Reba made when she was saying, "You're a Gordon,"
You're a dice grip.
the voice actor, it's not him, but the voice actor right here who voices
Sam.
Samuel, we're just gonna call him Sam or Sammy.
Armor.
He sounds a lot like Bryce Pinkham, who was the original Broadway
dude.
cast
Oh.
of...
Yeah, that's right. He was in the original Broadway cast of The Gentleman's Guide to Love and Murder, Rosie. You're so smart.
Yes, and he might be a bit more known in fandom culture as the voice of Stolas in Hell of a Boss.
But that pales in comparison. He was on the Macy's Day Thanksgiving Parade.
Yes, he was. And he's a fantastic singer. But yeah, this voice actor sounds a lot like him, so that's why we made that joke. Anyways, I think instead of... the first time we explored around just doing that kind of thing, I think we'll actually follow the story points and explore when needed, which I know is sacrilegious in point-and-click adventure games.
It is sacrilegious.
But
Why?
I
Why can't
wanna-
we explore all of it?
I want to go where this story goes first.
Okay.
So first things first, we need to go to the study. But let's click on everything here in the main lobby first to get that over with. Picture. And I can't double click to run, so he's walking at the only pace he knows how.
Marcus Gordon, the younger of the two brothers that began our dynasty.
This silver fox right here. And then we have the monolith.
The founding stone of the original castle that Marcus and Mordred jointly laid in 1206. It's made of a single piece of some strange stone, charged with a peculiar kind of energy, as William would say. The atmosphere of centuries long gone can be felt around it.
So basically, mystic bullshit.
Yes. Let's see. I just want to make sure. Okay, the only thing left is the small table in this section.
That's where the mail is.
This is where Bates leaves our mail. There is no letter now.
So that implies that we will be receiving mail in the future. Alright, so now we need to go to the staircase to get to the study.
Yep. So
And
in order
also,
to-
these dogs will look familiar when we eventually get to the last place we need to go to continue.
Yeah.
But we go upstairs, and this is where we'll see the study, and also where we will find our room.
Yeah.
Let's see if there's anything in here.
Can't remember if
I
there
have
was.
no idea what I'd be looking for in there.
Batteries. We need batteries. It's a junk drawer. Duh.
Alright. So here's a newspaper rack.
Today's paper. I'll have a look. There seems to be a note of some sort inside. Robert, I have only now received your
Only
letter.
now received your letter. That permanently drunken goof whom you have paid to be the messenger brought it late. I will take care of your parcel as usual. Do not worry. Fortunately, no one cares about anything in this godforsaken place. P.S. I suggest you give more money to that blockhead Mark next time. Maybe it will help him be more tardy.
I think Mark is the groundskeeper.
Yes, I believe. Oh,
Rosie says
excuse
yes.
you.
Rosie says yes too.
Excuse you, ma'am. Yes, he is. And also, I want to say I really like the trope where you start reading, but then the actual person
The
who
voiceover
wrote the
comes
letter.
in.
Yes, I love that. I love when that happens in games, film.
I'll put it back so that Robert finds it where it's supposed to be.
It just
Yeah,
it
and
just
that's
sounds better. And it's
smart.
usually a bit more thematic. And
Yes.
yeah, that is smart to put it back.
Put
it
things
back,
back where you found them, so people don't get mad you took their stuff.
Put that thing back
I'm not
where
gonna
it came
click on
from, or so help me.
I'm not gonna click on Victoria's room because that just gives the thing like she's unconsolable in the study, so I can only go in there when she's there,
yeah.
or if for some reason I have to go in when she's not there. But I don't think that's the case.
Yeah, I think you only go in there, or you only click on it when you need to talk with her. If I remember correctly.
Robert didn't have lunch with us. He just had something brought in here.
All right. So this is Robert Studies. Let's go talk to him first.
Rosie wants to talk to him too. Here, come on, Rosie. Let's go find him in the other
Robert,
room.
May I speak with you for a moment?
Of course. I'd be happy to speak to you. We haven't seen each other for such a long time. How many years has it been?
12, maybe more.
A long time indeed. I am happy that you have returned.
I have not come to stay. I came only to be here for William's funeral.
Really? That's a pity. I thought you would stay with us for a few months at least. Maybe you can still change your mind. So, what do you want to talk about?
All right, and here's our dialogue choices. We can talk about William, the manor, or what's new. Let's start from left to right because that just seems like the best course of action.
What do you think about what happened to William?
That is a strange question. What should I think about it?
I don't believe it was an accident, let alone suicide.
I am afraid you are jumping to conclusions, Samuel. You don't happen to think it was a murder, do you?
No, but really, who would want to kill themselves in the autumn of their life? William was a very old man.
Look, William was alone in the tower when it happened, and the door was locked from the inside. A stranger's intervention was impossible.
So why didn't he leave a letter?
That I do not know, and I do not even want to think about it. Trying hard to get my thoughts away from William's death, and I absolutely don't feel like talking about it.
How is it possible that Robert is not at all interested in this?
We're English.
Am
We
I
don't
the only
grieve.
one who wants to know the truth of what happened to William?
That also goes to show what happened. Did he get the letter that William was writing to him? Because they say there was no note, but he was invited to the funeral.
Oh yeah, and before he died, he was in the middle of writing a letter.
Yeah.
Let's talk about the Black Mirror, which I think I said Black Manor earlier, which is incorrect, but it's Black Mirror Manor.
Say
The
that
castle
5
is
times
falling
fast.
into disrepair.
Or it's a
How long
castle,
can it last
not a
like
manor.
this?
It has been standing here for hundreds of years, and it is not going to decay anytime soon. It will outlive us, just as it has outlived our ancestors.
But the old wing is on the verge of falling down.
It was already on the verge of falling apart when I was born, yet it still stands.
Why hasn't anyone tried to restore it?
Oh, sure they have. About 100 years ago, Werner Gordon attempted to repair it.
Why are you saying attempted?
Well, he was not the first one who'd tried it. The new structure never lasted more than a couple of years. The original castle foundations that Marcus and Mordred jointly laid are within those walls. It's as though the old stones do not want to accept the new ones.
Strange, indeed.
Yep.
Indubitably.
So it's either people are being stupid with renovations, or maybe there's something mystical. Ooh. And based on what was in the main hall, I'm thinking more on the mystical side.
Yeah.
All right.
He talked about the decaying wing. We visited there first in our initial trying out the start of the game, but if we went to the right instead of just going to the left like we did to get to our room and everything, it would take us to the burnt down, pretty much in ruin
part of the
wing.
castle.
Yeah, that he's referring to.
All right. What's new?
So what has been happening around here since I've been away?
Things are rather odd. I have no recollection of anything special.
Are there any new families?
No, I do not believe so. In fact, the only person to have moved here is Dr. Herman. We also have a different groom and a different gardener than the ones you knew.
I've been away for 12 years, and all that has happened is that we have 2 new servants.
Well, no one is clamoring to live around here. You know that yourself.
Yes, nothing really has changed. It's almost scary. I must go now.
Right then, I'll return to my work.
It's spoopy.
All right. I wonder if we can. No, we can't take a better look at that. So we have a key to our room and then a mourning card, which.
William's
There we go.
mourning card.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. You can.
We got it at the funeral.
It took me a second in the beginning to realize right click is inspect the item, left click is move it around. But yeah. So I think we can go this way to the room or this way to the room.
Yeah.
But I'm gonna go this way because it's right there.
Yep.
And the walk animation's a bit slow. Alright, and this is our room. I'm just gonna click on some of
The
these.
ticking of the clock echoes throughout the corridor.
Corridor.
How poetic.
I'm not gonna click on that one because it's locked at the moment. I'm not gonna click on that. I'll click on that when we're leaving our room. And then go to the room where we get some sad backstory stuff.
The door is locked.
Oh.
Bates gave me his key. I can open it.
Yes, I know. Key. Door. It's quite a beautiful room,
This
too.
place hasn't changed at all. As though I were only away for a few days. Welcome home, Samuel.
Alright,
It's full of clean water. There's still enough water in the basin.
alright, and then here's some of the pictures.
The night silhouette of our castle. William's portrait of my dear Catherine. She died in those horrible flames. And it was my fault. I will never forgive myself for that.
Yeah, this is where the backstory gets laid on thick. His wife died in a fire about 10 to 12 years ago. And he blames himself, so that's why he hasn't come back.
Yeah.
The drawings of the Gordon Manor in Wales. William drew those when he lived there as a young man.
Insert Welsh joke here. This picture.
An old painting. I don't know who its author was.
I'm not sure if author is the correct word for that. Alright, now we click on the suitcase until we get everything until it tells us we don't need anything from it anymore. So let's
Yep.
go.
I only have a few necessities in it.
Just a few.
I'll take the pills in case my head starts to ache again.
We got migraine pills. Which is always a good sign for a protagonist in a horror point-and-click adventure game.
Yeah.
I'll surely need the wallet.
In case our body shows up somewhere and we die.
I can't see anything interesting.
Okay, and now I'm actually gonna right-click on to investigate both of these things.
I often have headaches these days. I'd better keep them.
And then wallet.
There are some coins in it.
Now we have coins. Is there anything else?
There's quite a lot of money in it.
Okay, well we'll probably need the coin for a puzzle. That looks like an American penny. I don't know what a British pence looks like, so. Alright, and last thing in the room is this mirror, which leads us into a bit of a flashback, so. Cutscenes ahoy.
Catherine would comb her beautiful hair in front of it every morning. It's best not remembered. It's locked. I only had a couple of things and an old camera in it as far as I recall.
Break it.
But where did I keep the key?
Break it.
I'll have a look around the room. It has to be here somewhere.
We'll find the key,
Oh,
but dude,
other
just break
other
it.
drawer, sorry.
Dude, just break it.
Oh yeah, if you look at the photograph is when the cutscene comes into play. Let's look at the
A
album.
collection of old pictures. I don't want to remember that time. I'll leave it alone.
I don't want to grieve any more than I already have groven.
And Catherine is actually very, very pretty. I really like her facial model.
Forgive me, Catherine.
Alrighty. Let's look in the fireplace. I actually don't know where the key might be. I don't think we found it last time.
No, I
It's
don't think we
cold
did.
in here. I'll tell Bates to light up the fireplace.
Yes, after remembering the fire that killed my wife, I'm going to light a fire in the fireplace.
God.
Brilliant.
Well, let me click on the bed. I think that's just where we like do resting and such, but
Yeah,
let me
that's where we powwow for the evening.
Yeah, let me just click here to see if I can find a
I don't want to rest now.
I am not sleepy.
Yeah. Where would that key be in here?
You might have to just slowly move. Oh,
Oh, there's a crucifix.
back, demons, back.
The Holy Cross.
Oh, there's a church in this game.
Ooh, is it like one of those old fancy English churches?
I'd say it's old considering the location.
Let me check the basin again, see if the key's in there. Oh, no, we're just gonna wash your face. No, alright. We'll probably find the key at a later point in time. No sense of harping on it right now. Alrighty, let's go to the staircase. Oh wait, I was gonna click on the table and chairs.
I used to play chess here with William. I remember him teaching me my first moves, as if it were today.
Everything's like yesterday, and yesterday is like years ago.
Yep.
You're gonna hear a lot of reminiscing.
Yep, alrighty. Well, now that we've talked to Robert, we need to go to the library. So that's going to be downstairs. lobby.
Over there, click on the door though.
Oh, this
right
one?
there, yeah, the one that's boarded up.
Yeah, that leads to the...
Area we can't get to.
This door leads nowhere. The lower floor of the old wing of the castle is behind it. The entrance has been walled up for years.
Walled up for years translates to, well, we're gonna go back there at some point.
Yeah.
And that leads outside, but I don't want to go outside right now.
Yeah.
Alrighty, this way to the library. And there are actually plenty of things to click over here, so let's... Sofa.
William would often sit here reading the paper. That was a very long time ago, though.
Yes, several days ago. I would know. Haven't been here for years, but he probably still reads the paper. I think the next thing was the coat
Coat of arms
coat
on
of
the
arms on
picture.
the portrait. Yeah.
Our family's coat of arms. It has been symbolizing our noble rights since the Middle Ages.
They bougie, y'all.
The fire has to be maintained in winter as well as summer. Otherwise, it's very cold in here.
Yeah, that's what happens when you build things with stone.
Yeah, and that's the thing about like a lot of the old houses, especially in the countryside.
Mordred Gordon, the heartless ruler of the Dark Ages of our history. His rule was ended by his own brother Marcus in 1213.
Yep, so we have the one... See, that's where the dogs come in. And he kind of looks like what you would think of... Hold on, this is really loud. So the other one looks like... the first brother looked more like... warrior type.
Kind of like a King Arthur type.
Yes, and this one definitely looks more like a
Evil sorcerer.
dark mage, yeah.
And if you notice the necklace he was wearing in the portrait, I think that comes into play later.
Yeah.
The pendant that he's wearing there.
Yeah, so the last thing to click on, I believe, is the chair, and then we can talk with Bates.
Yeah, I think we have to have Bates open the library for us. I can't remember.
Bates sometimes sits on it when he has nothing to do. It seems as if no one has moved it for years.
That's Dr. Bates.
I'm glad you have returned, sir. We have kept your room intact. It's exactly as it was when you left.
Very nice.
I could
Thank
tell.
If you would like to have it straight, or anything else, just tell me.
That won't be necessary. It happened so suddenly, I didn't have time to write that I was coming.
I would be happy to help you with anything.
Thank you. I'll be fine.
Would you like my
Do
left
you need
kidney, young
anything else,
master?
sir?
All right. Let's
All right, we can talk about Robert, the castle, fireplace in our room. Yeah, I was thinking like, we don't need anything, but didn't we just say that we were gonna, ask him about lighting our
Yeah.
fireplace? We can ask him about himself and then the old wing. So let's just start with Robert and work our way to the right.
I have spoken to Robert. It seems to me he may not be feeling well.
It is probably due to his responsibilities at Ashbury. Lately, it seems to really exhaust him. He has recently taken to spending most of his time at work, often not even returning home for the night. He usually arrives in the evening, locks himself in his study, and works late into the night. He won't even let me in.
He may just not want to be disturbed.
Maybe, but he would never do that before.
I'll talk to him.
All right, sir.
So Ashbury is the psych ward. It's a mental institution, I
Oh,
believe.
I was about to say, I'm really happy Bates cares enough to be worried about one of his patrons' mental health, and then especially now that you say that, yeah. Oh my.
I was under the impression that nothing had changed here since I left. So many years have passed, but it seems to me like it was just last month. The same scenery, the same weather. avoid this place.
Sir, a lot has changed in your absence. Nothing is as it was, believe me. We are all growing old, and so is everything around us. I've been a servant here since my youth, and I know well how much a man can be changed by this place. During the last few months, things have been getting noticeably worse, day by day. It is as if the bleakness within the old walls of this manor is gradually taking us over.
Maybe you're right. Even I don't feel exactly well within these walls. Been recalling memories of me that I've wanted to forget. Strange and dark in them. And that dismal silence.
Yeah, that tends to happen when your wife dies in this place. You have bad memories associated with it.
And then your master gets yeeted out a window by possible demonic entities. Spooky shit is going down.
Oh, and also he said just like the weather and everything. It seems like nothing has changed. I'm like, yeah, it's England. You've got gloomy weather and that one day in summer where everyone bitches about it being hot. That's it.
Yeah. You don't really have much to go off of on that, my guy.
Fireplace.
Bates, could you please light up the fireplace in my room? It's quite cold in there.
Oh, pardon this old servant, sir. I had completely forgotten about it. I will be happy to light up your fireplace. Also, if you need the room cleaned up properly, please say so. It was abandoned for over 12 years, and one hasty cleanup is insufficient.
No, the room is all right. Thank you.
No, clean
You're
it up.
welcome, sir.
Dude, clean it up. If there's like dust caked everywhere and you light the fireplace, you are basically asking to get your room burnt down.
Are you sure you're all right, Bates? You know, you can take a rest whenever you want.
Thank you, sir. I think I will be fine.
Bates is going to be my favorite.
Yeah.
Bates, tell me, is the old part of the castle still safe? I would like to examine the ruins. I used to play there as a boy.
But, sir, it was not safe, even back then.
Yes, you're right. Victoria would always scold me when she saw me there. She would really read the riot act to me.
And she was quite justified in that. Those old walls are only staying up thanks to their own weight. It certainly is not a good idea to go there, even for a few moments, sir. Please do not take that kind of risk.
Calm down, Bates. I was just being curious. I do not intend to go there.
Very well, sir.
I think I will go now.
I'll return to my work.
I don't know if it's just like this old school voice acting or something, but for a few seconds in that last bit, Bates sounded kind of Scottish.
Maybe.
Anyway, alright, we have one more person to talk to, because we can't talk to Victoria right now.
She's grieving.
Justifiably so.
Yeah.
So let's go to the library and meet. Now let's talk to Herman. And you can tell he's German because his name has 2 N's.
Well, that and his last name.
Well, yeah. Hold on, I just want to see what we can.
Oh, there's a whole other side of the room. There's so much stuff to look at in the library.
Okay, I just want to see if there's anything on this. Let's just look at everything on this side first before we talk to him.
Lots of books for long evenings. I haven't got time to read them now.
Okay, let's look at these scrolls, the other bookshelf, and then talk to. Oh my god, he moves around the room? Oh, that's cool.
He's looking at them books.
Old books and scrolls. They probably fell off the pile on the chair.
I like the little footstep sounds.
This bookcase is full of old dust-covered books. I don't think I could find one that would interest me.
And now we talk to Herman.
Doctor, can I have a word with you?
Yes. All right.
Sorry, that little bit of detail just
Like, putting
That's-
down
that's
my
nice.
stuff. Give me a minute. I'm old.
And I mean, if he was over here when we were talking with him, he would do that animation over here. So that's
Yeah.
actually really cool. But let's talk about William.
It's William. I know you were his friend, and also his physician.
Physician,
Yes,
okay.
That applies to your whole family. So, what is it that troubles you, Gordon? You do realize that this is not the appropriate time to speak about William.
I don't believe it was an accident.
Well, it is strange indeed. Then why would he do it? And those burns?
What burns?
What burns?
Numerous deeply burned areas. I have no clue as to their origin.
Go on.
No, Mr. Gordon. Come back tomorrow. I will gladly tell you everything.
This bullshit.
I really do not want to talk about this today.
All right. Then expect me tomorrow. I will certainly come back. Dr. Herman knows something important. I have to talk to him tomorrow.
What's the likelihood of him dying before we can talk to him?
I don't remember.
I'm
But
just
no.
saying
So
that's
he's
a
the
trope in
physici-
these type of
He's
things.
the physician, and the other guy is the psychiatrist. But he's also a part of the family, so he's obviously Nutter Butters.
All right, we'll look at this picture. Then we'll go to the center of the library.
Jeremy Gordon, William's father.
It's a nice portrait.
Yeah. Alrighty, we got a world map over here, but an old one, so it's
A
probably
manually drawn map of the world from the 16th century.
very out of date. A globe.
It seems like something's missing here.
It's a puzzle, I think. I'd probably have to find an item to put in here. Oh, wait, hold on.
It seems like something's missing here.
I can... Oh, I guess it's a puzzle that goes with these notches. Maybe I have to... Hold on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Oh, I have to put planets in there because that's the sun. And then I have to put the planets probably in order of closest to the sun to furthest.
Can't remember if you have to do that yourself or if it'll automatically do it once you find them.
Yeah, because it looks like one of those
Yeah, it's a puzzle.
solar calendars. That's what it was.
I think you have to put them there, and then you have to rearrange them to a specific, in a specific way of where they would be during a specific either date or time. But that's like way in the future, I think.
Okay. And this was made when Pluto was still a planet. Damn it.
You heard about Pluto?
That's
That's
messed
messed
up.
up.
Alright. Bookcase.
Literary works. Renaissance. Lots of great books are among them. Maybe I'll read one of them sometime later, when I'm resting.
Is there anything else over here I can click on before I go to the rear? This chest, and then I can look at the back of the room.
It's full of various parchments and old scrolls. I can't see any interesting ones.
I'm sure there are interesting ones, just not to you at the particular moment in time. Oh, that's a clock. I'm like, why is there a music change?
There's no point in skimming through these books. Not one of them can help me find out what happened.
Hey, don't diss books like that. You never know what you'll find.
Don't be a Debbie Downer, my dude.
Just more books.
There's a bunch of things on the table. The table itself.
William's work table. He used to spend hours and hours at it, writing.
The big book.
A chronicle of the Warm Hill Manor. The local parish has been here for a very, very long time. According to the oldest books and records, it has been here for so long that only the walls of our castle may remember its foundation. Marcus Gordon had the church built so long ago that the date has already been lost in the mists of time. Therefore, the actual age of the building can only be estimated. As in the past, there was no accurate record keeping. Should we hold to the views of respected historians, it was around 1215 AD that the church was built. It is thought that Marcus had the church built on pagan lands, where many innocent people died through the ages. There is no corresponding record to this, however, not one mention in any books or volumes available to me at the manor or the vicarage. Therefore, from a historic standpoint, this is a mere assumption, or worse, one of the many fictitious legends circulating in these lands. One thing, however, is more certain. It was this age that also gave rise to the academy at Black Mirror. As with Wormhill Church, it was Marcus who was responsible for the construction of such a significant building. The new academy, with its vast library, was supposed to serve as a knowledge base for all the people. It was also a safe place for depositing the chronicle of the Gordon family that Marcus ordered his wise men to protect. In this, however, fate was not kind to Marcus. The whole academy burnt to stone long after his death, around 1512 AD. Despite the vigorous effort of the people of the manor, who hurried to the disaster to fight the flames, the academy burned to the ground. When they saw there was no chance to save the building, they tried to save the records from inside. Not everyone was willing to risk their life in lethal heat for the scraps of paper that had been scribbled over. If it hadn't been for a few brave souls, however, we would have never known who Marcus Gordon was, nor some of the history of Black Mirror Manor, as most chronicles were lost to the flames. Garmoor Gordon perished in the fire at the age of 45. For his bravery, eternal memory is held. There was no one left of the academy to care for the remaining records and old books. Consequently, the volumes that remained were passed on to the Wormhill parish for
Typo.
the safekeeping of Father Matthias.
Shush.
Father Matthias took meticulous care of the historical treasure until his death in 1543. To that holy man, the people of Garmoor Gordon are grateful for the preservation of the chronicle and the old records. Since those times, the Gordon family chronicle has been handed over from one successor of Father Matthias to the next, until today. Recorded by hand of Jeremy Gordon, 1632 AD.
AKA, this is old.
Yup.
Very rich and deep, deep history. Many lore.
I can't click on the skull. That bothers me. I want to click on the damn skull.
You're not supposed to click on the skull.
Gosh. Yeah, I will probably forget all of that lore later.
Yeah. Well, we can always probably come back to it.
Old paper. I won't bother opening them.
Yeah, we'll probably have to do something with the dates at some point, but is there anything
Or probably
else?
something with genealogy.
Oh, probably. Alright. Well, I never actually looked at the
A common
coin.
metal coin.
Okay, that was it. Alrighty. So I am going to call it right here because we've gotten a lot done. See, there's Sam. A lot done, and I think we can start exploring the rest of the house in the next part. Thank you all so much for watching. Stay safe, adventurers. Bye!